Goodbye F-35. Meet the new generation of TFX with Russia's future technology. The TAI-TFX, Turkish fighter experimental, is set to combine the best of a stealth air superiority fighter with additional ground attack capabilities and an impressive array of sensors, cutting-edge radar, network drone control and hypersonic missile capacity. The fighter jet will feature 2 engines, a single pilot, and stealth features such as internal weapons bays. Why? Double the engines equals faster speed, ensuring that energy-intensive maneuvers don't bleed too much of the plane's velocity, which could otherwise leave it vulnerable or outperformed by a faster opponent. Having a single pilot gives engineers that much more room to pack more technology into the plane, and is only possible with heavy automation that lets the pilot focus on the mission target, instead of running the fighter jet. When it comes to stealth, externally mounted weapons increase the aircraft's visibility on the radar. The TFX will also include stealth features such as an advanced carbon composite body that aims to be radar reflective. A flying prototype is expected by 2023, with the first plane envisioned to be ready by 2025, and the full fleet of 250 to be operational by 2032. These are planned to replace Turkey's aging fleet of 245 F-16 fighter jets, which only have 1 engine, among other drawbacks. The TFX could remain in service until the 2070s. What are some facts about it? At the Paris Air Show, the aircraft was featured with 2 12-ton engines, able to operate at a maximum height of 16.76 kilometers. Just to put that into scale, cloud cover begins at 3 kilometers and higher. Performance-wise, the TFX is planned to have a maximum speed of twice the speed of sound, and an operational range of nearly 1,111 kilometers until it runs out fuel, exceeding the US F-35 stealth fighter in terms of speed, maximum operational height, and matching it in terms of operational range. The fighter jet is 21 meters long, with a large 14-meter wingspan. The fighter jet will reportedly use an advanced glass cockpit with voice command interface and data links, so that it controls up to 2 friendly drones, which may be developed to fire air-to-ground or air-to-air missiles. This could allow it to stalk targets at a distant range without being spotted, sending drones to fire weapons without exposing itself to fire. What's the deal with the engine? The engine remains the most important part of the project and could make or break it. An underpowered engine could lead to performance issues, lower speeds, and deny it the air superiority it needs against fighters. Until now, various talks have been held with leading engine manufacturers around the world for joint development or technical assistance in building the TFX engine. Among these, Rolls-Royce seems to be the leading candidate, forming a joint venture with Kale, one of the leading private defense companies in Turkey, which developed a turbojet engine for the Standoff cruise missile. Negotiations are still ongoing. The Russian state-owned corporation Rostec, which built engines for the Sukhoi 57, Su-57 fighter jets, has expressed interest in developing thrust vector engines for the TFX. Turkey-Russia cooperating on development of Turkish fighter jet. Turkish official. Turkey and Russia are cooperating in the defense sphere, including on the development of Turkey's TFX fighter jet, head of Turkey's defense industry Ismail Demir said on Sunday. There are many provisions on cooperation in our talks with Russia. They include issues linked with the development of Turkey's national warplanes, TFX. Since the TFX national jet will leave the airplane shed in 2023, there is a type of engine we have chosen, and there are certain systems. But it will undergo phased process of replacement, development, modernization, and localization of certain systems with time. During this process, talks may be held with the Russian side about concrete localization systems. Today, we are not discussing such a wide range of details, he said in an interview with the Milliyet newspaper. Director of Russia's Federal Service for Military Technical Cooperation Dmitry Shugyev said in August that Russia and Turkey were in consultations on issues of cooperation in the area of the development of Turkey's TFX fighter jet. Russia offers crucial parts for future Turkish TFX fighter jet. Discussing the potential procurement of another set of S-400 missile systems to equip a second regiment, Dmitry Shugayev, director of the Russian Federal Service for Military Technical Cooperation, revealed that Moscow made an offer to supply several critical parts in the TFX program, including the engines, avionics, onboard systems, and the airframe. There are potentially interesting areas where we could provide technical assistance given our experience in the design and production of modern aircraft, Shugayev announced on Turkish television channel Ekoturk. How will it be armed? Aside from the standard repertoire of missiles the fighter jet will be able to carry, Aselsan is set to produce the sensors and avionics of the fighter jet. Aselsan is also currently developing an AESA radar, active electronically scanned arrays, which would allow the plane to focus radar in different directions without moving a thing. Roketsan is the main player in Turkey when it comes to missiles and rockets. It already manufactures hypersonic SOM, standoff missiles, initially developed by TÜBİTAK. It was working on a version for the F-35 with Lockheed Martin called the SOMJ, but given Turkey is no longer involved, it seems likely it will be adapted to the TFX. A standoff missile is an intelligent hypersonic maneuvering missile that can be fired from a distance, traveling faster than any known air or missile defense systems that currently exist with a 5-meter target accuracy radius. To put that into perspective, a hypersonic SOM would travel at Mach 5, or 1.6 kilometers per second. Due to its intelligent maneuvering capacities, the SOM can fly close to low terrain, dipping beneath radar coverage before surprising a target with its sudden appearance. Here's how much one future TFX fighter jet will cost Turkey. The CEO also said the TFX, Turkey's first indigenous fighter jet in the making, will make its maiden flight in 2025, with plans for the aircraft to enter the Turkish Air Force's inventory in 2029. He added that the TFX will come at a cost of $100 million per unit. TAI will produce 2 TFX aircraft per month, hoping to generate $2.4 billion in annual revenue from its fighter jet program. At present, Kotal said, 1,000 of TAI's 4,000 engineers are working on the TFX program. Who's working on it? Turkish Aerospace Industries is the main contractor of the project. Aselsan and TR Motor are the main subcontractors for mission systems and engines. BAE Systems is providing consultancy and assistance to TAI. Meanwhile, Roketsan is expected to provide weapons such as smart and cruise missiles. TÜBİTAK SAG, the Scientific and Technological Research Council of Turkey, will be building an entire family of air-to-air missiles that Roketsan may build. TÜBİTAK also built Turkey's first railgun and laser defense systems. Does Turkey have the engineering experience to build a stealth fighter? Turkish defense and aviation companies have considerable experience building aircraft systems and parts for major aircraft programs, including the F-35 and A-400M. For the F-35 alone, Turkey produced 844 parts. Entirely self-sufficient in air-to-air weapon systems, sensors, and communications, Turkey also provides avionics and structural upgrade programs for other jets. Who are the international partners for the fighter? BAE Systems, which is working on the British Tempest stealth fighter program, has provided consulting for TAI. In January 2017, the then British Prime Minister Theresa May and Turkish President Tayyip Erdogan signed a $137 million contract for BAE Systems to advise and assist TAI in the development of the TFX, with follow-up contracts likely down the line. Turkey has received support from Saab Aerospace for conceptual design, Dassault Systems of France for software support, and BAE Systems for detailed engineering support. These companies are all aerospace giants. Initially, there were talks with South Korea to merge the project with the Korean experimental fighter jet program being carried out with Indonesia. But the countries had different defense needs and priorities, affecting the design. Given the United States' role in removing Turkey from the F-35 program, it does not seem feasible for Lockheed Martin to be a partner. Can TAI mass-produce high-tech composite body parts? Turkish Aerospace Industries has invested a significant amount of its budget into advanced materials and structural manufacturing capabilities.